Good evening, everyone. This is Dale Keter, and I'm back to play Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition again. I had a very positive reception to my test stream yesterday, and so I've decided to continue with this thing. Let's get right back to it. Previously we graduated from the Neverwinter Academy and kicked ass. We met a few people who won't survive past Chapter 1, and a lot of them didn't even survive past the tutorial, and now we're supposed to report to Aribeth. Let's see.
You were quick to answer the summons. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to the halls of justice.
Thank you, Fentic.
This is a mistake, Fentic. We know nothing about this whelp. How can you so blindly trust them?
Oh, I have to voice act this. Desther, please. Plowshare showed great promise throughout his training at the Academy, and has done even more in the weeks since the attack. Rarely has a recruit shown such potential after so short a training period. If we are to have any hope of finding a cure for the Wailing Death, we need people like Plowshare in the service of Neverwinter. I would actually choose one or two. One, I guess, sure, why not? I'll be nice to him. I am honored to serve Neverwinter, Fentic. And I still say we should put our faith in my Helmite brethren rather than an unproven boy. Aribeth holds Plowshare in the highest regard, Desther, and Lord Nasher placed her in charge, not you. Please, Plowshare, you must forgive Desther. The plague takes a heavy toll on us all, a toll made even greater in the past weeks by the attack on the Academy and the loss of the cure. Yeah, sure, why not? I understand, Fentic. These are troubled times. You speak more truth than you know, Plowshare. Within the Academy walls, the true horror of the Wailing Death had yet to be felt. The quarantine of Neverwinter has done little to halt the spread of COVID-19, the Wailing Death. Bonfires burn night and day as the city watch dispose of the dead, yet the corpses are piled ever higher. It is all we can do to contain the chaos and maintain order within the various city districts. Rumors run rampant, and the citizens are on the verge of panic. Rumors? Because the plague cannot be cured by the priests or clerics of the city, some claim it is an unnatural thing sent by an unknown enemy bent on destroying Neverwinter. The attack on the Academy in these past weeks will only make things worse, Fentic, once people learn how Aribeth lost the cure through her lack of faith. Desther, I will not have you question the faith of my true love. Aribeth believed the Academy to be a safe haven. Anyway, it is not our place to even discuss such things. You just saw my avatar scratch his head there as these two bicker with each other. My Lady Aribeth is in charge, appointed by Lord Nasher himself to stop the Wailing Death. You must talk to her, Plowshare, as soon as possible. I will go to Aribeth at once. My Lady Aribeth awaits you in the chamber beyond the north doors. There she works tirelessly to put an end to the plague that ravages Neverwinter. Go with the blessing of Tyr upon you. Alright, let's go. Patient scream. Plague-oo! Plague-oo! Ah! So, let's see. A nurse. This elf has been run off her feet caring for the endless number of plague victims that passed through here. She looks very tired. And what's Desther's description? Challenge rating, very difficult, so he's only a few levels above me. Desther shifts uncomfortably, obviously displeased with those around him. He looks preoccupied and strained, as though wanting more control over the situation than he has. Yes, you're totally a spy. Fentic looks concerned for those suffering, obviously willing to do anything if it would help the situation. His face looks weary, but hopeful. So let's talk to this lady.
You.
Greetings, my lord. Goodness, my allergies are kicking in. Greetings, my lord. How may I be of service? Could I ask you some questions? I really should be tending the sick, but for you, my lord, I can spare a few moments. Let's gossip, because I know what she's going to tell me. Number one, she's going to tell me basic things I already know. Have you heard any rumors lately? I've heard my share. Desther and Aribeth are always arguing, and Fentic's always trying to keep the peace. None of them pay any attention to a quiet little nurse going about her duties, so I've heard all sorts of stuff about each and every one of them. Let's ask about Desther. Aribeth doesn't like him, I know that much. He's got a sharp tongue and a sour face, but I think it's more than that. But it's not really my place to speak of such things. Persuade. Come on now, tell him he won't do any harm. Oh, sorry, but I better not say any more. If someone overheard me, I would be in a lot of trouble. You interested in more of my gossip, my lord? Now, the fun thing about this is that the game doesn't keep track of whether or not you already failed the persuade check, so you can just keep doing it. So, success! There we go. Dester and his Helmites showed up soon after the plague started, just in time to get locked inside the city when the quarantine hit. Dester says they came because they heard about Neverwinter's suffering, but it seems like odd timing to Lady Aribeth, or so she told Fenthic once. You interested in more of my gossip, my lord? Aribeth. Lady Aribeth's always telling Fenthic not to put so much faith in Dester and his Helmites. You know they're lovers. Fenthic and Aribeth, I mean. Of course, you know. Everyone knows. Everybody knows. You interested in more of my gossip, my lord? Let's gossip about Fenthic. Poor Fenthic. He's caught in the middle between Dester and Aribeth. Always ends up having to pick one side or the other when they argue about how to go save the city. You think he'd always side with Aribeth since they are lovers. But Fenthic's an honest man, and when Aribeth is wrong, he's not afraid to tell her so. You interested in more of my gossip, my lord? Let's ask her some questions. Could I ask you some questions? What can you tell me about the plague? As much as most, less than some, I suppose. I've seen my share of the dead and dying since I started to work here tending the sick. Have you heard anything about a cure for the Wailing Death? There's no cure for the plague. Everybody knows that. All I can do is try to ease their suffering and make their last days less painful. That's it? You haven't heard about the rumors about a cure from Waterdeep? A cure from Waterdeep? How are they going to get it here with Neverwinter under quarantine? Throw it up over the walls? You're talking crazy. Is there something else you need? If not, I really should get back to the sick. So actually, she doesn't know anything. Goodbye. May whatever gods you pray to keep you safe from the plague. I'll write this report to Aribeth to do our job. Let's see. Yeah, I did configure. Oh, I need to rest because my familiar isn't here. Not that I need to summon my familiar in the city core. I don't think there are any combat encounters here anyway. The Hall of Justice. Here she is. Lady Aribeth, yeah,
Listen to me here.
Same
I
description as
must speak
before.
with
Yes, you must speak with me.
you. Welcome to you. I regret I did not get a chance to introduce myself properly to you while you were training at the academy. I am Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin in the service of Tyr, and the right hand of Nasha Alagondar, Lord of Neverwinter. I have been waiting for you.
I think you already told me this in the academy. I came as quickly as I could, Lady Aribeth.
I have been following your progress since your early training at the academy. Neverwinter has need of one like you if we are to survive the Wailing Death. The attack on the academy doused the one faint spark of hope the city had. I need you to help recover that which we have lost.
It will be an honor to serve you, Lady Aribeth.
I knew I could count on you. There are many rumors about the plague, but if you are to aid me in this, it is important you know the truth about the Wailing Death. Our divine healers can do nothing to help those afflicted by the Wailing Death. And even our most powerful magic cannot raise those who succumb to the illness. But a short time ago, we had word that Kelvin Blackstaff
NPC
Arunson,
name
the
drop.
famous Archmage of Waterdeep, had discovered a potential cure, one that might be concocted from the essence of 4 rare and magical creatures.
I have heard such rumors before.
Under great secrecy, the 4 creatures were gathered in Waterdeep, then sent here to Neverwinter. As strange a menagerie as any has ever set eyes on. A cockatrice, an intellect devourer, a yonti, and a dryad. I ordered them sent to the academy, Neverwinter's renowned training institution for adventurers of every ilk. I once studied there myself, and I thought the instructors and students were loyal to Lord Nasher.
And then the academy was attacked.
You were there. You saw the slaughter. The attack caught us unprepared. You are one of only a handful of survivors from the carnage of the academy. Fenthic and Dester arrived with reinforcements, but during the confusion of battle, the Waterdhavian creatures disappeared into the streets of Neverwinter, and our hopes of a cure vanished with them.
How may I serve you in this, Lady Aribeth?
Your task in this is twofold. First,
It's a
find the
fetch
Waterdhavian
quest.
creatures and bring them back to me, at any cost. We need to harvest components from these creatures if we are to concoct a cure for the Wailing Death. This is your most important duty. Second, we must discover who was behind the attack on the Academy. Any evidence you uncover in this matter should be brought to Fenthic. He is the one assigned the task of unmasking our hidden enemy.
I will do as you command, Lady Aribeth.
I ask for your discretion in this matter. News of the attack and strange creatures roaming the city will only add to the panic and chaos already in the streets.
Discretion. I am wearing a shiny red and black dress. And I'm a thick boy. So, yeah, discretion.
To aid you in your task, I will give you this Stone of Recall.
Ooh.
You will find it to be a valuable tool in your quest.
It's a town portal spell. Now, I should stop and talk about this stone before I continue. This, the addition of the Stone of Recall was very, very controversial when Neverwinter Nights was released, because previous D&D games, namely the Infinity Engine games, Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, and Planescape Torment, they did not have such a thing. If a character died, you'd have to drag them to the. You'd have to go to a temple and have them raised. And if your party died, you just died. There was a lot of backtracking, and there was no easily available teleport spell, so you had to do a lot of walking. And this thing is basically the town portal spell from Diablo. Of course, the Word of Recall spell existed before Diablo, but that's how most of my generation and most people older and younger than me remember the spell. How does it work?
You can activate the Stone of Recall at any time, and it will instantly teleport you and anyone in your service back here to the Temple of Tyr. Anytime you go through the teleportation portal in Tyr's temple, it will instantly send you and any companions back to the place your stone was last activated.
That's handy.
There is little else I can tell you about this mission. Whenever you need provisions, come speak to me again, and I can sell them to you through the store here at Tyr's temple. Take this gold so you can buy the necessary supplies for your mission. Remember to stock
Gold?
up on healing potions before you go.
100
They
GP.
will be critical to your survival.
I will begin my search for the Waterdhavian creatures at once, or it would be nice to know a little more about the lady I'm working for. Ooh.
I am not one to boast of my accomplishments. Suffice to say that I am a paladin of Tyr, and I am honored Lord Nasher has placed me in charge of finding a cure for the Wailing Death. Is there anything else?
I have no way to access the store. I'd have to exit out of this and then talk to her again.
Farewell. May Tyr guide your steps.
Now, before I continue, I want to place some ground rules on this playthrough. First of all, I'm not going to go for a completionist run because I won't have time to do that. Second, I'll be role-playing my actual alignment and personality in this game, so there will be quests I will be refusing, and a lot of fights I will be skipping because they won't make sense for my character. Let's see. Oh, right, the Stone of Recall. Another thing about this item is that if you die, you get teleported back to the Temple of Tyr, and then you can pay some gold to get teleported back to where you died. So it's very convenient, but it's it felt really lore breaking. Not really lore breaking. There's actually precedent for this in D&D, and there are spells that do this. But again, the only precedent for this in a video game was Diablo, and Diablo's really sparse in the role playing and the what's the word? Verisimilitude? Anyway, later expansions such as Shadows of Undertide and Hordes of the Underdark would greatly nerf their version of the Stone of Recall. In some modules, there isn't even a Stone of Recall. If you die, you just die. Let's see, let's open up what she has.
Do you have news of the missing Waterdhavian creatures?
I require temple services. Show me your goods. Literal goods. There's nothing here I can afford. Yes, nothing I can afford, nothing I need. I'm a sorcerer. I don't do these things. And besides, I can probably just grab these as loot. That would be useful. Persuade and lure and spell resistance, but I don't have the money for that. I'm just gonna sell these books to her. And these gems, most of the time, they're just here as vendor trash. Vendor, reward. Sorry, what's the term? Vendor trash. This is what you sell to vendors for money. Sometimes there are quests that require certain gems, but they are few and far between, so they're not really a concern of mine. I will be keeping at least one torch, because torches can be used to light dead bodies that have been abandoned in some of the war-torn areas of Neverwinter. Oh, right, I remember these. I'm going to sell all of these. Oh, I should probably talk about this. Ghoul Touch. Some of the spells in Neverwinter Nights are useless. This one is a really, really bad spell, and I think it's not really Neverwinter Nights' fault. It's more a fault of the design of D&D 3rd Ed. The people who created D&D 3rd Edition and D&D 3.5, they had this belief in the idea of system mastery, that you should reward players for knowing how to build their characters. And that includes adding intentionally or unintentionally bad choices. This is one such choice. You're a melee you're a spellcaster who is squishy and can't wear armor, and this requires you to go into melee and try to paralyze someone, just one person, for a very short amount of time. That's pretty much suicide, and the only way you can get away with this is to have defensive casting enabled, which means your spells have a chance to fail if they don't already fail, because they're going to be attacking you anyway. That reminds me, I need to set a thing for defensive casting. Let's use this thing here. Where is it? This is so I don't provoke opportunity attacks when casting in melee. Right, I need to sell this to you. So I'm just going to sell all of these for money. A quick boost early in the game. Finally, inventory management is a thing in Neverwinter Nights, something they borrowed from other contemporary RPGs. What I do is I normally put the items I never sell on the last page, and then I just arrange my my items on the first few pages. The ammo slot can be used as extra storage space. Some of the ammunition can be very expensive and therefore very good to sell to vendors. 852 is still not enough to buy anything. Sergol is the guy in charge of teleporting you back to where you died if you die. Let's talk to him. This man looks serious and composed, his armor impeccably maintained. He obviously regards his duties as being of the utmost importance.
Hello to you.
Greetings, Plowshare. Aribeth has instructed me to provide whatever assistance I can in your mission to recover the missing Waterdhavian creatures. However, my magic is not of a healing nature. My skills are tied to the teleportation portal in this temple and the Stone of Recall in your backpack. Is there something I can do for you, Plowshare? Teleportation portal? Stone of Recall? I don't understand. I thought you would be familiar with this by now. However, it is important, so I will go over the use of the Stone of Recall again. In your backpack, you carry a Stone of Recall. You can activate this stone at any time, and it will instantly teleport you and anyone in your service back to this temple. This will allow you to return quickly to town whenever you need to, saving precious traveling time. That's some pretty powerful magic. There is more, Plowshare. Once you have used the stone, go through the teleportation portal and it will instantly send you back to the place your stone was last activated. This is like a reverse town portal. Instead of paying the cost up front, you can teleport back to the temple for free, but you pay to teleport back to where you were. Anyone in your service, henchmen, familiars, and the like will also be transported with you. Now, is there anything else I can do for your, Plowshare? Who are you? I am Sergol, a priest of Tyr. It is my duty to aid and assist those in the service of Neverwinter, though I am no healer. My magic... Yeah, you already told me this. I need healing. You should speak to one of the other clerics. My abilities are tight. Yeah, you told me that. Goodbye. Farewell, Plowshare. May the grace of Tyr be with you. Hey, do you need a henchman? Yes, I do.
Why not, eh? You have the smell of a prospective employer about you. Not that it's easy to smell anything with all the burning corpses in this city, mind you. Never seen this many flies outside of a Callum-shot alehouse.
So here's the funny thing. Tomi Undergallows, this halfling, scrutinizes his surroundings with a mischievous look that, given time and opportunity, could only mean trouble. Backstory-wise, he's Calishite, which translates to Arabic in the real world. He doesn't sound or look anything remotely Arabic to me. I don't know where he got that accent. His accent makes no sense at all. Aren't you, who are you? Me? Why, I'm none other than the renowned rogue Tomi Undergallows. Grin to my friends, Tommy Grin to the lasses, and that damned halfling to anyone in a position of respectable authority. I can forgive you for not having heard of me, however. I hail most recently from Calimport, and that's a long way for even my reputation to travel. I give it another week, personally. That's quite a long way to travel. You know how it goes, I'm sure. Rob some overfat human caliph with piggy lips, kiss his daughter as a lark before you escape with the loot, and suddenly you're the most wanted man in Kalimshan. How was I supposed to know that he was so sensitive about his daughter? I still say it was worth it. That took flair, and I have flair. Too bad Neverwinter didn't treat me any better at first. He hunted you for kissing his daughter? Well, I use the word kissing loosely, my lord. Trouble was, the lass was said to marry the Pasha's son, so long as she was a virgin. Ah, well. What happened then? Neverwinter seemed a fine enough city for an enterprising young halfling like myself, on the surface anyway. You'd be surprised at what people get away with here. They can take a perfectly innocent man, accuse him of simple pickpocketing, and throw him in a prison without even so much as a trial, or not a very fair one anyway. That judge was mean. Fortunately, my stay in Neverwinter's fine prison system was a short one. I didn't arrange for my escape, oddly enough, but I was glad for it nevertheless. How did you escape the prison? The exact goings-on within the prison I'm not entirely aware of, my lord. To tell the truth, I had only been in the prison for a few days and was just starting to think about how depressing life was when it all began. The warden of the place began babbling some nonsense and started releasing all the prisoners, even the truly despicable types, murderers, politicians, lawyers, you name it. I left the area quickly, of course, and wound up here at the temple. Nice, safe place to be. Last I heard, the prisoners were all tearing up the Peninsula District, making a royal mess. Not the lawyers, though. They were just overcharging. Why would the warden release the prisoners? I really can't say. Some of the other fellows were talking like there was some powerful prisoner who was controlling the warden and making him do these things. Sounds too strange to me. More likely he was brain sick with the plague. The entire Peninsula District is in an uproar, however. I don't think the local constabulary has it under control either. Come to think of it, I saw more than a few people getting attacked in the street in broad daylight. If you head to that part of town, you might want to take someone along who knows the roads, eh? Actually, I'm looking for some hired help to assist me on my mission. Oh, a mission, is it? My little pinky toes are quivering with curiosity. Or is that my dangerous sense? That would go a long way toward explaining my recklessness. Oh well, what kind of mission are you on? I work for Lady Aribeth. My mission is confidential. Ah, which makes you some kind of secret agent for the lovely elven lass. Must be exciting. I'd be glad to help out for the right price. So let's negotiate a bit, shall we? I can place my superior skills of theft, lockpicking, and swordplay at your disposal for any task you choose, providing you can provide me with a nice payment now. I rather doubt you'll find anyone else of my skill available, my lord. You seem like a fine sort of man, however, so let me say, 150 gold pieces? That seems a little expensive. I'll give you 100. I guess it's either that or I spend the next week or two picking lint out of my belly button. All right, you've convinced me. 100 gold pieces it is. Oh. Okay, it made me hire him. I'll tag along with you, my lord, as best as I know how, unless you tell me otherwise. If you want me to do something different, just give me a shout, eh? I actually didn't want to hire him, but sure, whatever. I have a henchman now. Tommy's contract. This short piece of paper is covered with more than a few grease stains and has been signed in a near-illegible script by Tommy himself. Apparently it exists to prove that the halfling is in your service as a henchman. Before I leave, there's a few more places. There's just one more place I need to visit here. Let's grab a quest. It's from Olaf.
Greetings of the even-handed to you. Welcome to the House of Tyr. I am Reverend Judge Olaf Uskar, in service of the maimed god.
Hello, Olaf. I am Plowshare the Sorcerer. Will you answer some questions? This Tyrian home welcomes your well-mannered address. Ask what you will, and I shall respond as I am able. What is your position here? We administer to the plague sufferers. Previously, we were working on artifact recovery, which may be even more important now. It is really a matter that would only concern someone more spiritually minded, and I don't think you are the type. No offense meant. I might still be able to help. Perhaps I was too quick to judge. You seem sincere enough. You may be able to understand why this is so important. In the weeks before the plague, we uncovered the tomb of Miaslasnia. Miaslasnia Fairblade. Must be Polish. She traveled wildly with Haliweth Never, founder of Neverwinter. This was a great discovery and gave clues to the whereabouts of the founder's resting place. That would have been a great discovery indeed. The plague undoubtedly complicated things. Yes, it did. It is very unfortunate because pursuing these tombs becomes all the more important with the city in crisis as it is. People are scared, and the lack of progress on a cure has diminished their hopes. A find like this would buoy their spirits. There is also a chance that powerful artifacts could be found alongside Haliweth Never's remains, though I would not rest my hopes upon it. What do you know about Haliweth Never? He was the founder of Neverwinter. Actually, not much is known about him, really. He's become a bit of a legendary figure. George Washington. He reportedly fortified a fledgling Neverwinter against the Ilusk barbarians, deflecting their wrath to Luskan and setting the tone for our uneasy relations with that city. Knowing the details of his life could be very beneficial to the city. The people need to know they have a history of defeating adversity. I will help you find these tombs. I welcome your aid in this matter. You couldn't have arrived at a more fortuitous time. Here, take this letter with my seal. This letter bears the seal of Reverend Judge Olaf Uskar and indicates that the bearer is in his service. This letter is to be presented to Briley, a young cleric guarding a Peninsula District. That's where Tommy wants to go. Here, take this letter with my seal. It signifies that you act with my sanction. Take it to Briley in the Peninsula District, and he will aid you. He guards the one tomb already found. It is in the basement of a house in the east side of the Peninsula District. Return to me if you find anything, and I will reward you. Alright, let's look at these things. Books, more books. Oh, wait, Wind by the Fireside. This is the one I was thinking of. I thought it was Return of the Beast, but it's this book. This is a very, very cryptic book, and I think it's a reference to the big bad evil girl, Morag, who we will be fighting at the end of this campaign. Wind by the Fireside is a poem that has changed much over the ages, and that much is clear to those who have studied it, but it is not known how much it has been altered or why the alterations have taken place. Many scholars assume that these changes are representative of the natural evolution of language, as well as modern innovations of style. Little is known about the actual history of the poem, though some believe it to have some bearing upon the creator races of Faerun. Others have speculated that it may have been written as an ode by a follower of some ancient religion. The popular version sung in Neverwinter is noted as the following, though other regions have variations in theme. So as you shiver in the cold and the dark, look into the fire and see in its spark my eye watching over you. As you walk in the wind's whistling claws, listen past the howling of the wolf's jaws, my song comes to you. And when you're lost in trackless snow, look up high where the eagles go, my star shines for you. In deep dark mine or on crumbling peak, hear the words of love I speak, my thoughts are with you. You are not forsaken, you are not forgotten, the north cannot swallow you, the snows cannot bury you, I will come for you, Faerun will grow warmer, and the gods will smile, but oh my love, guard yourself well, all this may not happen for a long, long while. Yes, Grow warmer. Yeah, this is a reference to Morag. The Doombringers. The world was not always as it is now. There was a time before time when the land was shaped by the will of the creator races. These were not gods, but the power and magic they wielded was greater than anything seen since. For ages they ruled unchallenged, but at the time of the great cooling a new threat emerged. The new races, the lesser beasts that would become you and I, had grown in confidence and power and began asserting themselves on the land. One of the creator races, the Saruk, let's be honest, it's the Saruk, it's Morag's race. Their name is now lost to the wastes, and let it never be found or spoken again, turned its awesome power to conquest, and brought forth the great warrior machines. They were fearsome to behold, and there was no doubt to their intent. They were the Doombringers, and they would unleash devastating power upon the world. The young races should have been trampled underfoot, but fate intervened. The masters of the Doombringers had seen their empire pushed to the edges of the realms, past the peaks of what would become the spine of the world. They huddled in the lonely mountains, waiting for their old glory to return. But this race had upset the greater balance with their war machines, taking away the very life force of the earth around them. They did not heed the groaning of the stone until their great halls and vaults fell around them and closed them under the earth. Entombed, the creators could not mind their Doombringers now standing idle before the forces that would destroy them. The lesser races, the earliest of us, but not yet us. They were as ants beneath the giants, but they slowly brought them down. It was victory, but it was only the inattention of the masters that allowed it. They would not stay buried. The threat would surely come again, and all lived in fear, until the forgetting. Song and tale have passed the legends of the earliest times, but much has been lost of how we gained our foothold among giants. All we really know is that now we are the masters, the creators of things grand and beautiful, and whatever came before is gone. There are ants beneath our feet that we think nothing of, but it is best to remember that we were once as they, and above us were beings greater than we shall ever be. Let us be mindful and not look away lest our own Doombringers fall. So it's more allegorical, but it's probably, yeah, it is a reference to the Saruk. Potion. I'm gonna rob you blind, Reverend Judge. Famous citizens of the Sword Coast: Nashor, Aribeth, Dester, Fenthic. Hey, these are NPCs. Some of them we're gonna be meeting. Loot, loot, loot. And we can sell it back to Aribeth for a pittance, but every gold coin counts. There's a lot of lore books here, and I really don't have the time to go through all of them. Like the Nether Scrolls and the Time of Troubles, they don't really figure into the actual gameplay. This is more of a backstory. The Time of Troubles is the explanation for why the rules changed from 1st edition D&D to 2nd edition D&D. Let's see, the Nether Scrolls, that's basically like ancient history in this setting. It's irrelevant and fun to read, but not for this playthrough.
Welcome.
Yeah, let me sell you the stuff I stole from your subordinate. Sell, 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 sell. I might keep this. This might come in useful. So now I'm at no, that's my XP. 774, because I hired this guy. Bethany, were you? This woman is obviously upset. From her haggard appearance, it is fair to surmise that the plague has turned her life upside down. Oh, please, can you help me? You're with the city militia, aren't you? The guards at the gate said I might get help over here, but I don't know if they were serious or not. Slow down, I'll hear what you have to say. Thank you for listening. You look so right. I just had to ask you for help. You must be an officer, right? I hope you can help. No, I'm not a cop. It's the Peninsula... Ding! The Peninsula District. We're going there. It's the Peninsula District. I live there and it's just horrible. They're killing everyone, running for their lives. It's horrible. Easy then. Tell me when you are ready. Okay. I came from the Peninsula District. That's where my home was. Now it's too dangerous to go there. The prisoners are killing everyone. It's awful. I may have heard of this. Give some background on the Peninsula District. Well, it's kind of complicated. The Peninsula District houses the Neverwinter prison. The families of the guards and such live around it. It's been safe for years. It changed a little while ago. The guards never came home from work one day, and now the prisoners are everywhere. First the plague, now the threat of a knife in your belly. How did these prisoners get loose? I don't know. I just don't know. Captain Elephant has always run such an efficient operation. I hope nothing has happened to him. I mean, I don't know him personally or anything, but I hear he's a good man. I know he would not have allowed this to happen. Isn't anyone in the district able to fight back? The plague has cut down on the guards in the area. It was safe while people were locked up, but now it's just overwhelming. Some are trying, though. Sedo Sibyl is there. She is one of Lord Nasher's trusted, but she doesn't have many people to work with. She's mainly just guarding the gate out of the district now. Alright. I'll see what I can do. You stay here where it's safe. Thank you. I can't say how much this means to me. Do you need directions? I'll tell you just to be sure. The Peninsula District is through the gate on the southwest side of the city core. Southwest. That's this one. Near the Moonstone Mask. There are guards posted, but I'm sure they will let you through. Alright. Lots of things here. Oh, I was wrong. The druid who gives me the quest to rescue the animals is Nyatar, not Yusam. Yusam must be the druid I meet in chapter 2 then. Ah, interesting.
Greetings. Blessings of the Earth Mother Shantia and the Tree Father Sylvanus upon you.
That's the god
I
of
am
nature
Nyatar,
and
in
the
service of
goddess of agriculture. Hello, I am Plowshare the sorcerer. Could I ask some questions? I welcome your well-mannered address. Ask what you will, and I shall respond as I am able. What is your position here? I see to it that the city does not tip too far from balance. That concerns for natural elements are kept a priority. It's not easy in these times. You would not understand. Only a brother in nature could fully appreciate what needs to be done, how vital my task is. Well, I might still be able to help. Perhaps I was too quick to judge. You seem sincere enough. You may be able to understand why this is so important. Many people are falling to plague, but animals suffer as well. They suffer in cages in the Black Lake District Lodge. There is a zoo in Neverwinter. It is operated by a hunter and his noble entourage. It is not clean, it is not compassionate, and it is not right. The animals within are mistreated. It can't be you, not during the plague. It is not you. I was working to have it closed, but the plague has delayed that indefinitely. The officials I spoke with are among the plague dead. It has given the zoo a reprieve. They know the law was turning against them, but now they have the time to cover their actions. This kind of feels like what's going on in America right now. People are taking advantage of the fact that we're in chaos, and law enforcement is kind of messed up right now. I fear the animals will simply be killed and made into trophies. All creatures deserve charity. This bear, panther, wolf, and lion, all four should be rescued. What do you know of this hunter? Montgomery Sure-Shot Weatherson. His family has been a great advocate of animal rights, but Montgomery abandoned that philosophy when his father died. He gauges his progress as a man by what he has mastered, his family and business and nature, creature by creature. He is out of balance. Several nobles live vicariously through him. Their influence protects him from what little pressure I have been able to apply through the law. Yeah, sure, let's do this. I will help you free these animals. I was hoping you would say that. Let me give you a few things to help in your task. I have thought long about what is required. This key will grant access to the zoo. My animal companion found it, and I made copies. Guards may try to stop you, but doors will not. This is a transport via plant scroll. Yep. Use it on the large tree near the zoo, and any of the animals you lead there will be teleported here. And take this scented fetish. Dink. Yep. It will let you speak to the animals with the skill of a druid or a ranger. Please, lead the animals to the large tree and free them. Alright, so he gave me this. This is a quest item that lets me talk to the animals there. Nyatar created this item to aid in rescuing the animals in the Black Lake Zoo. It grants the bearer very specific use of certain ranger and druid abilities, allowing communication with the captive animals. A copy of the zoo key. This key apparently opens a number of locks within the zoo operated by Montgomery Sure-Shot Weatherson. Nyatar's animal companions stole the original, and Nyatar made copies. Alright, let's stop by here too. This is the cloak tower, the Mages Guild of Neverwinter. This woman appears calm and immensely sure of herself. Her clothes are impeccable, as though they repel the very dust in the air. They probably do. She's magic.
Well, hello. I had heard there was a new magic adept in service to the city. The Guild of the Many-Starred Cloak welcomes you.
What kind of guild is this? I should think it would be obvious. Within this tower is stored Neverwinter's collected experience with the art and discipline of magic. We are the Many-Starred Cloak, and it is our goal to bring each student of magic to the heights of their potential. We provide access to our magical inventories as well as free passage throughout the cloak tower. Would you care to become a member of our guild? Yeah, sure. I would like to join the guild. Well, I'm glad to hear that. But before you can join the guild, you have to be able to show competence in several important areas of ability. For your first test, I need you to demonstrate to me that you can find knowledge on your own and then apply it for unrelated requests. To help you out, I will tell you where to start. Find me the following 4 items, and once you have done so, bring them to me. The 4 items that you must find are a bit of clay, a flask of water, a puff of fog, and a bit of kindling wood. Mark well the order. The items may be found in the arcane laboratories of the Many-Starred Cloak located throughout the city. The buildings are marked with sundials. Take this key. Beware, as the laboratories are guarded against would-be initiates. Return to me when you have the 4 items. It's a fetch quest. It's a fetch quest that gives us lots of nice stuff. Let me see. What else here? There's the Great Tree, Shining Knight's Armor, Moonstone Mask, Trade of Blades. So the Trade of Blades is where you find other mercenaries other than Tomi. Let me see. He's actually a higher level than me. Interesting. So, Plague Victim Fire. Oh, there's something here. Let me see if I can light this. I don't think I can light this. Yeah, I can't. But in some parts of the game, you can light these dead bodies on fire, and it'll give you a small amount of XP. A crate. What is this? Docks District. Actually, we're going to the Peninsula District. Errol, what's that?
Tis a long day. I could use a
Errol
drink.
Flynn? No. I don't really need to know anything. Let me see. Moonstone Mask. The Moonstone Mask is this game's brothel. And let's pause for a bit. I am a sex-positive individual in real life, and I consider sex work to be valid work, but I would not hire someone for myself. I'm too proud and arrogant for that, but I respect their right to work that way, and I do not look down upon them for that. It's kind of like how I prefer eating vegetables and fruits over meat. I don't look down upon people who eat meat. I just prefer not to eat meat. I am not forbidden from eating meat. I eat meat sometimes, and I've been eating a lot of meat while being locked down. But you get the idea. It's not for me, but I will not restrict it for other people. So basically, if I were role-playing my character properly, I wouldn't even enter the Moonstone Mask unless I had good reason to.
Well met.
Hail, good sir. The Wailing Death has taken a heavy toll beyond these gates. The peninsula is a dangerous place, and we're restricting access on Lady Aribeth's orders. I assume you have the proper quarantine clearance to enter the district? Yes, Lady Aribeth has assigned me to temporary militia duty. Aye, there was word she'd be hiring on adventurers to help fill the ranks. What can I do for you then? Could you answer some questions about the Peninsula District? I'd be happy to answer a question or two. What do you want to know? Is there any way I can get help out in there? Well, Commander Sibyl came tearing through here on militia orders a while back, but I probably shouldn't be talking about that. There are enough rumors in the city already without me adding to them. Look, I'm here to help, remember? Fail. Sorry, but you'll have to go through official channels, and that means talking to Commander Sibyl directly. Apparently she's set up a headquarters somewhere in the district. Let me see if I can try to persuade him. Yes! Success. I suppose you're right. Apparently there's been a bit of a prison break. She got sent in to mop up. If you want to know more about it, I suggest you yeah, basically he's telling me the same thing. How bad is it in there? It's pretty bad. I certainly wouldn't go in unequipped. Gate Captain Kip can brief you once you're on the other side. Are there any places I should look out for in the Peninsula District? There's not much there, to be honest. With the prison at the top of the rise and all, most reputable folk and businesses steer clear. You should probably talk to Gate Captain Kip on the other side. He can fill you in. General questions. Not really. Be careful, there's plenty of danger afoot. Before we go in, let me summon my familiar. Summon my creature. And cast Mage Armor on everyone, including myself. So the interesting thing about Mage Armor in Neverwinter Nights 1 is that instead of providing a +4 armor bonus to AC, it provides +1 natural armor, +1 dodge, +1 deflection, and +1 enhancement. So it's not an armor bonus. So if you have magical armor of any type, basically this +1 enhancement is moot. If you have an amulet of natural armor, then this one doesn't stack with it. A ring of protection, this one doesn't stack with it, but the dodge always stacks with everything, up to a degree, but for the purposes of this campaign, it's pretty much impossible to hit the cap. So basically, even for characters who are decked out, you can always give them +1 to AC. So it has diminishing returns on more powerful characters, but it isn't rendered useless if they already have armor. So that brought up Tomi's AC to 21. Guess that's for... what is he wearing? He's wearing a chain shirt, probably. Which he shouldn't, because, you know, he should be wearing leather instead. So... chain shirt is 4. Plus 18. It's probably a +1 chain shirt. Anyway. Moving on. AC increased. AC increased. What other spells do I have? That's all I have. Alright, let's do this. Oh, another thing. Durations in Neverwinter Nights are set in hours, turns, and rounds. 1 round is 6 seconds. 1 turn is 1 minute. 1 hour is actually 2 minutes, or 2 turns. Now, the module builder can change these values to their specifications. Like, they could make 1 hour literally take 1 hour to make it more realistic, I suppose. But since the game is very compressed compared to the normal D&D game, what this means is that this is 2 minutes per level. So it'll last 6 minutes from the time I cast it. Don't go too far. Yeah, Kip. A smartly dressed and ordered militia captain. He shares the weary look of those under him, however. The plague is a strain on everyone.
Well met.
If you're going to the peninsula, keep your head up. There's been a prison break and the place is crawling with trouble. I'm going to pause this so I can read without running down my mage armor. How did they escape? Rumor is that Captain Elephant, the head jailer set them free. Makes no sense to me. He was a good man and ran a tight ship. Where's his prison? Southwest of here, at the top of the hill. That should be around here. It commands a great view of the harbor, not that the prisoners ever got to see it. Are any areas still safe? Seda Sibyl is the one in charge of the operation. The prisoners have her pretty much penned in, but she's managed to secure headquarters to the southeast. Southeast is right here. If you're looking to help, I'd recommend you go see her. She has better information on what's going on than I do. Does the militia have a plan of attack? For now, everyone's just trying to figure out what's going on. Someone's going to have to go into that prison, though, and get to the bottom of it. Thanks for the warning. If you want to thank me, go talk to Seda Sibyl at headquarters. We could definitely use your help cleaning up the head jailer's mess. So... well, let's just clear... I think there's some prisoners here that we could clear out. Oh, no. It's just a forlorn woman.
'Tis a pleasure to speak with you.
Who are you? I hope you are a guard. We need more around here. There's trouble in the prison. Nobody's doing much about it. Don't worry, ma'am. I'll look into it. It's good there are still decent folk about in these times. Best of luck to you, then. Yeah, I'm not gonna rob her. Actually, there's no enforcement anyway, so I can just take her stuff. Oh, she actually noticed. Ah, fuck it. Nope, no alignment change, no nothing. Did she even notice?
'Tis a pleasure to speak with you.
She did not. There's no scripting. This is a very bare bones campaign. More stuff to sell. Alright, it's time for action. Escape prisoner.
Evil strike it then! Attack!
There's Tomi. I got no XP from that.
I will not fail! Strike it then!
Attack!
Attack!
So, I should probably pause and show how you issue commands in this game. So, basically you issue commands by pressing V, W, and then E for attack, F for guard, or D for heal. You could also assign these to your character. Quick bar, commands, pick lock, handle trap, inventory. What is that? Hold on. No, that's not commands. Assign command. Yeah, heal me, guard me, stand your ground, follow, attack nearest, inventory, handle trap, etc. So these are how you command things. Although I'm used to just, you know, doing VWE for attack, VWF for guard. VEE is follow me, which makes them stop attacking. Very useful for when you want them to not kill the thing you're fighting.
Guard over me carefully.
It's weird, but this game is what, 18 years old, and they didn't really have. They didn't have a lot of the knowledge we now have. So, open chest. Oh, right, that reminds me. These guys will attack. I actually need to set them on follow command so they don't break the thing. Battle axe. Loot. The nice thing about this is that you can just click on a chest and your companion will pick the lock for you. Okay, I need to stop attacking. The sucky part about this is that there's no way to command your summoned creatures to not try and open locks.
It's done.
And by open locks, I mean bash it. Let me see. I need you to change what you're doing. Yeah, there's no way to command them not to help, quote unquote, with the lock picking, which is kind of annoying.
Guard over me carefully.
This isn't a big issue in Neverwinter Nights 1, but it is a yeah, it's not an issue here because by default you don't destroy the items when you bash the chests. Let me see if I have something here. Oh, there's something here, some randomly generated loot for me to sell. Is there anyone here? Oh my, there's someone here. Under the guards' noses.
You die this day!
So I just run back here and have them attack. Attack.
Strike it then! Attack!
Oh, that's a lot of XP. That was quick and easy. More bolts. So basically what we're doing is we're just going around this district and killing all the escaped prisoners. Which is kind of... I mean, I don't really blame them for, you know, wanting to kill us, but... Well, you'll see once you get into the prison. Prison's not a nice place, even in Neverwinter. I do hate the fact that the guards will steal your XP if they land the killing blow. A lot of modules, especially player-created modules, fix this problem by not awarding kills for killing monsters or enemies, and instead awarding you XP for completing quests, so NPCs can't accidentally kill-steal you. Another nice thing about my build, this Summoner plus Companion build, is that I can talk about the game in a relaxed manner and have most of them do most of the fighting. I can focus my spells and other abilities for when I really need them, like a boss fight. Pause. I need to pause because I don't want to accidentally Ray of Frost my allies. Ah, this is the plague body that I mentioned earlier. The one that you can set on fire to help. Whoever has been piling these disease-ridden corpses for burning has long ago fled. If you had a torch, you could continue his work. I do have a torch. 25 XP for doing my civic duty. And mage armor just ran out, but that's not really a big deal. Let me see. Blast that guy. Oops, I need to hide behind cover so I don't die. It's actually very easy to die as a low-level character in D&D 3rd edition. I only have 21 hit points. Just a few lucky rolls would kill me permanently. Well, not permanently. You can actually die permanently except in a few instances in this game. But it'll be very inconvenient. The gold and XP loss are painful. Miss Dulcime, this woman is obviously upset. From her haggard appearance, it is fair to surmise that the plague has turned her life upside down. Yeah, that's generic description.
I greet you.
Who are you? What are you doing in the streets? Thanks for the help. I was trying to make my way safely home when those brutes found me. Yeah, who are you? I'm a maid for Lady Tanglebrook. I was on my way home from my morning shift when all of this erupted. Your attackers, who were they? Escapees from the prison. I heard one say that it was the head jailer himself who freed them. I don't like the sound of it. The head jailer, is it? Yes, Elephant. He's a good man, I swear he is. Why, he'd meet every afternoon in the tunnels with Lady Tanglebrook for a friendly game of chess. They're cousins, you know. Tunnels? What tunnels? Lady Tanglebrook has always been leery about walking the streets in this district. Elephant built the tunnels between the prison and her estate so they could continue their games there. Now that the plague is everywhere, they hoped that continuing to use the tunnels would prevent her from being exposed to it. Where's this estate? The Tanglebrook? It's at the far reach of the peninsula. As I said, though, she's right scared of the wailing, and she locked the door behind me when I left. Maybe you could check in on her to make sure she's okay. Scared or no, I know she keeps a spare key hidden under her doormat for us. Yes, the doormat security. What do you know about the... are there not enough guards to keep you safe? With the quarantine to deal with, too? They've got their hands full, I'm afraid. Us folks have to fend for ourselves. Do you need an escort to district gates? Would you? I was thinking I'd never make it. I really must get to the Peninsula gates and tell Captain Kip about what I have seen. Yep, we're gonna escort her to the gates. Follow us, m'lady. Tips catnip, meow. I can actually type that out. Tips catnip, meow. Oh my goodness. It actually appears. alignment, ding. Okay, I'm already lawful good, so you know it can't mess up my alignment. Let's talk to her. Oh, she's busy. Okay, she's going back to the city core. Moving on. This is the prison.
I'll carve you up.
I'll carve you up. Lots of them. These are just basically walking bags of XP, considering how overpowered my companion and my summons are. Getting good XP here. I might reach level 2 very quickly. Oh, there's another NPC who needs rescuing.
I greet you.
Thanks for the help. I was trying to make my way safely home when those brutes found me. Who are you? What are you doing on the streets? I'm a butler for Lady Tanglebrook. Tanglebrook again. I was on my way home from my morning shift when all of this erupted. I'm gonna assume she's gonna say the same thing. Your attackers, who are they? Escapees from the yeah, she basically has the same dialogue as that maid who got rescued. Tunnels, yeah. Do you need an escort to the district gates? Would you? I was thinking I'd never make it. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Hey, it's basically the same thing, and you know, I'm okay with some code reuse. Dialogue reuse, I suppose. More XP for rescuing people. Ding! Now, one thing I really hate about this game is that doing the right thing will improve your alignment towards good, which can really, really mess you up if you have class features that require you to not be good. You can rescue people not out of the goodness of your hearts, but because it's pragmatic for you. And basically the game forces you into being a goody-goody two-shoes or a psycho who randomly kills a baby just to keep his alignment in check. Okay. Let's stand your ground. Stand your ground. I really don't want you smashing the thing. Stand ground is similar to follow in that it stops them from attacking, but unlike follow, it doesn't make them follow you. It makes them, you know, literally stop moving.
Guard over me carefully.
And then the guard command resets it. It makes your companions follow you and then attack anything that attacks you. Oh right. Wizard Lab. I need to go to that. That's the side quest for the many-starred cloak. Could also clear these houses while I'm at it. Yep, people here. I pull them and then they provoke opportunity attacks from my allies. More free attacks. Elephant will reward us handsomely for your head. Thanks for spoiling the plot, fam. 1 gold, more XP. I'm getting closer to level 4. Oh, I need to loot this. I forgot this. 4. Is there something here? Nope, I already looted that. So we got 8 gold from that. Barrel. So much stuff to loot. That's one of the more tedious parts about Neverwinter Nights, the official campaign at least. Let's go here. Are there criminals here? Yes, there are. Blast them. Pull them here. Provoke opportunity attacks from my ally. Attack.
Strike it then. Attack.
There we go. 4403, 1600-ish more to go. Alright, so did I loot this already? Yes, I have. Before I enter the wizard lab, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna be fighting a Mephit. I don't really need any armor. It's an Earth Mephit, so it's vulnerable to my Ray of Frost. Attack!
Strike at them! Attack!
So Mephits are tiny elementals who... and he's dead. Okay, never mind. Rare Earth Clay, that's for the Cloak Tower quest. Time for some inventory management. I'm going to put this on the bottom since I'm not going to be getting rid of that. This is also from on the bottom. Letter from Olaf, yeah. Tomi's contract, yeah, I'm not going to be getting rid of that. So these are just the items that... oh, here's one more. Eltura's Key, that's also a quest item. Zuki Copy, another quest item. And I think that's it. Moving on. So they said the headquarters of the guard is in the southeast, and that's where we're headed right now. Yep, I can see a Priest of Helm. Spoiler alert, he's not a real Priest of Helm, he's a spy. This man's robes proudly display the symbol of Helm. He meets your gaze with suspicion at first, but then offers a friendly smile. Yes, that's a clue.
Hello to you.
Noble one, shall I anoint you with this living water once cupped within the Guardian's palm? It keeps the plague at bay at least for a while. Yeah, please give me Helm's blessing. Now this is basically, if you're role-playing properly, you would take their blessing. But in reality, that's how they're spreading the plague. See, it's like a really ominous red energy thingy that's associated with necromancy spells. May this child of the mortal realm be blessed, touched by the comforting waters that Dester has blessed in the name of Helm. Let the eye watch over your fate. Could you answer some questions for me? What would you care to know? What do you know about the prison riots? The militia have kept me safe enough. I must say, though, that it served as quite a distraction from any quest for a cure, don't you think? Yes! Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What does your holy symbol mean? Yes, the holy symbol of Helm. Well, obviously it is an open gauntlet, which symbolizes the peace brought by having an armored protector. We are guardians. And in the center of the palm is the eye. Eyes are very important. They see all, know all, speak to us. They watch and learn. Yes. Yeah, that's really, really suspicious. Helm sees all. Know this and be judged. That's a thing that the Helmites say a lot in Baldur's Gate. What do you know of the Wailing Death? It is a horrible plague, grave in its implications and beyond the reach of any normal cure. Yet the faithful pass unscathed. No Helmite suffers from its boils. We pass unfettered to administer our blessings of comfort. Yes, because you're the one spreading the plague. It's not really a plague, it's more like a curse. What services do you offer? I have temple services if you require. Show me what you have then. So I can sell my loot to him. Because I don't have a lot of carrying capacity. I only have 10 strength. That's not much. Battle axe. Sell, sell. I don't need that. Crossbow. I already have a crossbow, so let's sell that one as well. I'm up to 1,115. And still not enough to afford anything useful. Moving on. So basically what just happened is he just infected me with the Wailing Death. And that's, spoiler alert, something that will be revealed at the end of chapter 1. Oh, this is the house that I needed to go to. I didn't even notice. Was there a sign outside? No, there wasn't. I was just, what did he say? Temple to Never's tomb. House on the east side of the Peninsula District. Yep, this is the east side. What are you doing here? State your intent to me. Yeah, generic description.
I greet you.
This area is in the care of the Temple of Tyr. May I inquire as to what you hope to find here? I have been sent here by Olaf to see Briley. Ah, I see. You seem to have a letter from him. Aren't you one of the new recruits for the city guard as well? A recent academy graduate? I'll make certain that only other city guards are allowed in as well. You make sure that nothing goes wrong while you're here, alright? Right? Can I ask you questions about this place? Don't know nothing about it. I just guard what I'm told to guard. Looks like nothing but a hole in the ground to me. Can I ask you about the district or the plague? I don't know this district very well. I think that's why I got this assignment. The other guards didn't want to be stationed here. As for the plague, I know I don't want it, and that's enough. Now get going, alright? I'm not supposed to be talking to people. Goodbye. Yes, on your way then. What a professional. Loot everything to sell. What is that? That's a potion of cure light wounds. Wow, I already have a lot. The way I play, I don't really need a lot of healing, but sometimes I need some healing quickly so I don't die. Alright.
Stay rooted
Everyone
to
except
this spot.
Tomi stand still.
Okie dokie.
Lockpicked. And it's a potion of bark skin. Yeah, it's a lot of randomly generated
Guard
loot.
over me carefully.
That's one of the things that was controversial when Neverwinter Nights was released, because compared to Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, well, both of them had randomized loot, but it was semi-randomized, and most of the time the loot was consistent. But in here, a lot of the containers have random stuff. Chest. Inscribed on the chest are the words, "Diamond of the forest is the seasons never changed." What's this? Debris. Docked draw. What? What? Interesting. Stones. Okay. Oh, it's a trap. Tomi, do your thing. Or Tommy.
It's done.
Thanks. Gem. Okay, more money for us. Briley. Briley is a young dwarf and looks earnest but inexperienced. He probably wears the symbols of Tyr, the even-handed.
Hail to ye!
I'm really sorry, but even nobility are prohibited from being here. I have to wait for word from Reverend Judge Olaf Oskar. I have a letter from Olaf. He sent me. Thank goodness you are here. The plague has not been kind to our number, but the work of Tyr must still be done. Have you heard of anything odd? Any rumors? I have been guarding this hole for several days now. I hear nothing but the scuffling of feet above and the screaming in my own head. I'm sorry, I wish I knew of mysterious strangers or odd groups. It would put my mind at ease and give reason to all of this. For now, I just sit and hope that I'm not struck down myself. I must trust in the wisdom of Tyr. What can you tell me about these tombs? The tomb we are in belongs to Mia Slaznia Fairblade, probably Polish. It has been her resting place for a good many years, though I don't know exactly how long. She was a trusted friend of Halliweth Never, so hopefully this place will hold clues as to where the founder himself is buried. This one is very close to the surface, suggesting it may have been moved at least once in Neverwinter history, but no records tell of it. What have you learned from this tomb? The plague killed every member of the team that was digging it out. What they knew mostly died with them. There is a journal, though. The scribe Jacob was supposed to detail what they found, but I have not read his account. It is in the chest. You may open it. Where are the other tombs located? I don't know. Jacob's journal in the chest may say, but I was not instructed to read it, so you will have to examine it yourself. I hope it proves useful. It would be a shame for him to have died without having shared his knowledge. Did you find any artifacts in here? I don't think so. Of course, I only arrived after the team died of the plague. I hope no one had the gall to disturb their bodies. The journal in the chest may have other information, but I was not instructed to read it. Other questions? What can you tell me of the plague? The whaling has taken many, including my brethren that were digging here. Pity, they didn't have time to... Well, I shouldn't speak of that. You can tell me. Come on. I don't think that would be appropriate. It's not your affair, even if you were sent by Olaf and intend to help the church. What do you know about attempts at the cure? I haven't heard anything, and it frightens me greatly. The church has made no headway, and the forces of Lord Nasher falter as well. I know not what spawned this terrible wailing disease, but it is the most insidious of evils. May the gods have mercy upon us. Let me try again to persuade him. Plague, persuade. Still fail. Persuade. Yes, success. I do not wish to speak ill of them, but I suppose the transgression was not that severe. Theirs was a small sin. They seem to lose some of their belief in the power of Tyr. I suppose faith is tested in times like this. They consorted somewhat with the Helmites and accepted blessings. This is a big clue, because the Helmites have not been getting sick, but people who they are helping get sick. There are many gods I know, and Tyr favors Helm well enough, but it didn't seem appropriate. Again, it's a small sin. They committed no evil and performed their duty to the last. It's just a shame they couldn't erase that blemish. But this does not really concern you. They have departed this mortal realm, and you have other duties to attend to. Goodbye. Another time, remember to look at Jacob's journal in the chest. He may have included some valuable information before he, well... His blessed quill will have been put to good use detailing what they found. Strange, the quill is not here. Okay. Click, click, click. Quest items. Let's put these on the bottom of the inventory. The book. Halliweth Dig Logbook. This book details the initial search for the tomb of Halliweth Never. It is unfinished, the writer obviously falling to the plague before he could include many details, but it does point to the possible locations for 3 tombs in addition to the one in the Peninsula District. Beggar's Nest, Great Graveyard, Docks District, Northwestern Quarter, Aqueducts, Black Lake District, Southwestern Quarter. The directions are vague, but the book does mention that each tomb is likely sealed with a magically protected door. A riddle of some sort is the key to each. The solution to the Peninsula tomb door was emerald, which was answered by actually placing an emerald in the container immediately next to the door. It is worth noting that this action seemed to destroy the item, making it an expensive discovery. Yeah, diamond if the seasons never change, something like that. Text to the emerald riddle on the Peninsula tomb, diamond of the forest if the seasons never change. Yeah, that's basically it. So these are basically other keys. A ceremonial sword. -5 attack, -5 damage. It's lightweight though. This item is too flimsy to be of any real use in combat. Obviously it is made for some other purpose related to Halliweth Never. A ceremonial arrow. This item is too flimsy to be of any real use in combat. Blah blah blah. And a ceremonial shield. Also, these are basically the keys we need to use to open up the other tombs. He basically reset his dialogue. I'm going now. Alright, where was I? So, Peninsula, Tanglebrook Estate. That's a big clue. While we're here in the southeast, let's stop by the militia HQ. Oh, there's a Business Mass Mercantile. It's a merchant. Just generic description.
Hello there.
It's just a generic merchant with no dialogue options. Okay. Sell, sell. Ooh, that would be nice for me, but I can't afford it. So I really can't do anything. Oh, right, the maps. These are useful. I'm conflicted about this though, because the Fog of War is a good way to figure out which parts of the map you haven't explored yet. So by grabbing these maps, what would happen is that the entire map would be revealed, and I wouldn't know if I had already explored that part of the map. So I will actually not be getting those maps. Alright, moving on. Here's a container here. Let's loot. Militia soldier. You came just in time, friend. What can I do for you? My name's Plowshare. How can I help? Well, Plowshare, for anything beyond helping us take down these escaped prisoners and generally keep the peace, you'd have to check in with our superior, Sidos Sibyl. And where is she? Sidos? She's inside. What's going on here? There's been a prison break. The whole district's crawling with them, and we've got the ugly task of taking them down, dead or otherwise. Are these your headquarters? For this district anyways, it's a temporary location until we can get things under control. Yeah, whatever. Then stay out of sight. This area is dangerous. Said Sibyl. This woman appears aware of everything around her, thriving amidst the chaos. She doesn't have the tired look her militia companions suffer from. She was supposed to be a major NPC in the original storyline of Neverwinter, before they basically gutted the storyline and just went for a bland and simple story. It's beyond the scope of this stream, but it was discovered years after the fact that the original campaign would have been a lot different from how it turned out. It would have been more complicated, a more complicated and better story than what we have right now. This is mostly a hack and slash campaign with a little bit of story.
Sure is good to see a friendly face. What brings you here in the midst of all this chaos? You wouldn't be a new recruit, would you?
Lady Aribeth has temporarily assigned me to militia service. Has she now? Well, that's the first bit of welcome news I've heard all day. Who are you? Sedos Sibyl of the Neverwinter Militia, and I'm in charge of the operation here. And you? My name is Plowshare the Sorcerer. I'm an adventurer. An adventurer, hmm? Very well, Plowshare the Sorcerer. I could use your help here in the peninsula. It's a bit outside standard militia duties, though. What kind of job? With all the prisoners in the streets, we're stretched to the limit just trying to keep the civilians safe, as if the wailing wasn't enough. What I need is someone to get inside that prison, and figure out what the hell is going on down there. Lady Aribeth authorized a 300 gold piece bonus to any militia member who can bring me proof that the situation's been resolved. Consider it danger pay. How do you intend to get me into the prison? They're running the prison like a fortress, sending out raiding parties and then retreating back inside. It's been hard to get a hold of them. I think they probably carry keys to get back into the fortress once they've finished looting or whatever. Nobody we've caught has had one, though. Since you can't bust down the front door, you will have to find the person with that key. I'd start near the sewers in the southwest of the district. We've seen a number of groups around there. That doesn't seem like much pay for a lot of work. Perhaps, but the prisoners will likely have stripped the place of any valuables, and you're welcome to keep anything you confiscate from them. Perhaps you'd be willing to give an advance? Certainly not. If I gave an advance to every militia member, the city coffers would be empty and the prisoners would still be rioting. What dangers are you aware of? Besides the prisoners, you may need to watch out for the head jailer, Elephant. Recent reports suggest he's the one who set them loose in the first place. Elephant? What can you tell me about him? He used to be one of the militia's best, and until now I'd never heard a bad word said of him. Lord Nasher himself appointed him to the prison's command. Something just doesn't seem right with this picture. I guess the wailing can change one's perspective on things. Alright, I guess I'm your man. Good luck then, and don't forget to report back to me if you manage to resolve whatever the trouble is down there. Alright, time to loot. More money. So the crazy, I guess irritating thing about this is that in the beginning of the game you start out with pretty much nothing, and you can't buy anything useful for a long time. At least for spellcasters. I suppose for the warrior types you can buy a lot of stuff. Also, I should make a habit of quick saving because I haven't saved in a while, and this game, while it is more stable than its original version, it is still prone to crashing, so I don't want to lose my progress. Anyway, continuing to loot.
Stay rooted to
Stay
the
rooted,
spot.
then have you guard me. This open, yeah, I already looted that. Oh yeah, I've been here before. So yeah, like I said, the Fog of War basically lets me know if I've been in this area or not. So it can actually be counterproductive to purchase the maps of the district. Alright, thank you fam. Open that thing. I don't use thieves' tools, and I have no way of giving them to Tomi, so it's basically just loot for me.
No can do.
Oh, it's locked.
No can do.
So basically what that message means is that that house is just background. It's just a background object that doesn't really have anything there. Chest. Alright, let's go in here.
Cleaver!
Attack.
Strike at them! Attack!
He doesn't deal a lot of damage for someone so big. There we go. So basically I'm killing the escapees and then looting them. Looting what they looted from the citizens. So that's how they're paying me. They're assuming that I'm going to be looting what they looted. So they just reduced my pay to compensate. If I recall correctly. Oh. There we go. And they're dead. Oh, he's stuck behind some crates. I wonder if that's a bug. He might have spawned there by mistake. Oh no, he's not stuck. Time to set this poor soul on fire for XP. Alright, another thing. Torches emit light, and light is useful for characters like mine, humans who can't see in the dark. It actually, darkness actually bestows a -5 to spot, if I recall correctly. And the light also, I think, bestows a penalty to hide, but since I don't go stealthy anyway, it's smooth.
I'll carve you up! I'll carve you up!
And we'll just take these folks. Oh, it's a boss fight! Holy shit! So I actually need to stop messing around. He can actually kill my familiar. I think I can just resummon my familiar though, because I haven't summoned him yet. He's dead. Oh, I can resummon because I rested after summoning him.
Nobody walks away!
So we're just cherry tapping him. He probably has evasion, being rogue, so my burning hands will be useless. Actually, let me see if I can use this on him. Daze. Oh, he's level 6 or higher. Yep. He's poisoned though, so he's dealing less damage. Ah, crap. I hit my familiar. You're a bag of HP, man. Ow. Oh, he's dead. A nice fat chunk of XP. And does he have a key to the prison? Let's see. No, he does not. He has a robe that I can sell for money. It's a robe of light. Ultravision. This would be something to scribe into my spellbook if I were a wizard, but I'm not, so I'm just gonna sell it. More stuff to sell. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a gauntlet I can't identify. That's curious. Let's take these folks out. Oh, that is scary. I need to eat, drink a potion. I don't actually have mage armor on me. How close am I to leveling up? About 595 XP more. Even closer. I guess we'll just oh wow, he aggroed all the way up there. So I can just give my allies mage armor, make them basically unkillable by these escapees, and just have them kill them to death, I guess. I'm sorry, my English.exe just died there. You have 2 HP. Oh, run. And they're dead. Oh boy, less than 100 XP left to level up. I think my familiar aggroed, so no, he did not. More money. Loot. Just tidying up the place. Okay, where was I? Now, I know there's a boss fight down there in the sewers, and I'd rather level up first before I tackle that. That extra spell level will help a lot. Plague victim fire up higher. Let's set this on fire.
I love this part!
So next level, I'm going to be getting flame web. Oh, level up! Right. So it's time to level up and get my 4th level stat bump to charisma because I'm a sorcerer, and that's what I do. What I need, rather. Now, I get a new cantrip. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take Electric Jolt. Let me see. I would take Flame Weapon. Flame Weapon is a really, really powerful spell. It basically grants, at this level, 1d4 plus 4 fire damage to my target, which is Tomi and Swords, my familiar. Now, the summoned creature is starting to get weaker, so I'm going to remove this and replace him with, let me see. This protection from alignment is also 1 hour per level, so that's a good start. Or I could go with Identify. Identify, Swords is still my familiar. Alright. So let me see if I can identify this thing now. I can! I didn't even need the spell. Oops. Let's add that to the quick bar. I don't need to cast it often. So it's gonna go here. And this game, unlike previous D&D games, just allows you to rest wherever, whenever you need it. So spellcasters don't really need to worry about their spell slots. And that's not a bad thing, because back in the Baldur's Gate series, people did that anyway. They might not rest directly in the dungeon, but they would just backtrack, rest at an inn, and then go back. What this does is just save a lot of tedium. Now, there are modules that enforce the rest restrictions, and those modules work differently from the official campaign. But that's a story for another time. Time to buff. So the optimal way to play Neverwinter Nights 1 is at low levels as a spellcaster is not to use your spells offensively, but to be a support caster. Once you reach around level 6, about level 8, that's when you start blasting. At high levels, basically, these guys become your support, and you're the dedicated blaster person. Let me see. I could go through the Tanglebrook estate, or I could go through the sewers. You know what? Let's do them both. Let me see. Alright, YOLO, let's do this. Escape prisoner. What spell do I have? I have Burning Hands. Let's do this.
Strike it then! Attack!
You have improved evasion, so I can just cast this on you. Got him.
Strike it then! Attack!
So I'm gonna queue up several Ray of Frost. Oh shit! There we go. As you can see, the flame blade, flame weapon, flame blade, flame weapon greatly improves my damage output. And he's dead. Does he have a key? Yes, he does. Journal has been updated. The prison key. A key to the prison's main entrance has been found on one of the escaped prisoners. Alright, let's do this. I guess we're gonna go for a full frontal assault. Let's go, YOLO, let's do this.
Comes Wailing Death!
And he's dead, that was quick. What is this? Oh, that's the entrance. That's the hallway to the back. So now, let's kill everyone.
Slit your throat!
Arrow, desk.
Okay, dokie.
Okay, I need to have swords not do anything, because he's gonna smash this thing with his fire damage.
It's done.
And this one, this releases the cell doors in the south wing. And now let's go to the north wing. I guess it's a spoiler, but I've played this game already, so it's not a big deal. Oh, ow! Forgot about that. It's trapped. Let's burn you up. No, no, stop. Goodness. Now you can lockpick that thing. Yeah, and I need you to lockpick this as well. 3 gold. Ghoul touch. that useless spell I mentioned earlier.
Guard over me carefully.
I'll carve you up.
I'm just using my spells willy-nilly because I can just recover them anyway.
Strike it then! Attack!
I am playing with hardcore difficulty though, so I have to aim my spells carefully so I don't hit my allies with them. Peace.
Okay, dokie.
We unlock the north wing.
Guard over me carefully.
There's this door here. Let's open it up. And quick save for good measure. Just in case I get killed to death. A corpse. Cure light wounds. There's a guard. Thanks, I've been in there too long.
Well met.
I think it's fair to assume you're not one of my captors, are you? What are you, a prisoner or a guard? Well, I used to be a guard until the head jailer turned everything upside down at any rate. Look, I'm with the good guys, alright? Then I could use some information. Alright, but the sooner I get home to my family, the happier I'll be. How did you end up in that cell in the first place? Hard to say. One afternoon, the head jailer just went down and unlocked the door to the pits. He walked right in there, and all the prisoners walked right out. The fighting lasted a couple of days, but all us guards have been captured now, or worse. And the head jailer? Apparently he's still down there. The prisoners have damn well crowned him king. If you ask me, the Wailings got him and driven him mad. What's the layout of this floor? Stairs down are on the west side. There are 2 cell wings, north and south, with a corridor that runs between them. Each wing has a guard room with a lever to open the cell block. The south wall also has the head jailer's old office. What do you know about the prisoners? The former prisoners, you mean? They're cruel, vengeful? When they came, we weren't ready for them. I saw a dozen friends cut down around me. It was horrible, sir. They threw a bunch of us guards to the pits, too. For the head jailer, they said, like he's going to eat them or something. Spoiler! He will. Any suggestions as to what we do now? I don't know about you, but I'm heading home to my wife and kids. Set the whole place on fire as far as I'm concerned. Okay, enough questions. Think you can make your way out of here alone? I don't know, but I'm going to try. I figure if I make a run for it, I can make it out the door. I figure the militia must have this place surrounded by now. Okay, get out here. Get out of here then. I've cleared the way for you. Yes, sir. Wish me luck. He can actually get killed if you release him. I believe if you release him without killing the prisoners along the way. So now we hold position, have him open the lock. Click. Thank you, Tommy.
It's done.
Loot. More loot. Ooh, what is this? Gloves of concentration. I already have that. Concentration is a skill which allows you to maintain focus on a spell even when you take damage, or allows you, in the case of defensive casting, to cast a spell without triggering an opportunity attack from melee attackers next to you. Very useful. Very useful, and also a skill tax for spellcasters in this game, and in D&D 3rd edition. Alright, Tommy, that's your thing. Kill them all.
Strike at them! Attack!
I'm just gonna pick off these stragglers. Got them all. Corpse. You know, next level I should probably get Shelgarn's Persistent Blade. Shelgarn's something. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a very powerful summon that lasts 1 minute per 2 levels, but I'm getting higher in levels, so it should be long enough. And it has an absurd amount of damage reduction, which means It should be able to tank for everything. Oh boy, that's a lot of you. Alright, you have them all bunched up. Thank you. Time to blast y'all. Thank you, Tomi. Oh dear, I got aggroed. Shit. Oh, thank you for breaking aggro. Just Ray of Frost him to death. So he has a +8 to fortitude, which means he needs to roll a 6 or lower to fail against my familiar's poison attack. Oh shit! The flame weapon expired. I need to recast it. Ow! And I can't recast it because shit. Alright, I'm out of spells, I just have to Ray of Frost him to death.
I love this part!
There we go. My familiar dying is a blessing in disguise because I will be getting more experience for this kill. And he's down. Time to loot before I need to rest. And that's a bit disappointing, but I suppose he is in prison and he has a lot worse things to think about. All right, rest. And rise and shine. Resummoning my familiar. And casting mage armor on everyone. And flame weapon on everyone except me. Let's check my journal while I'm casting these spells. Cloak Tower, Peninsula Prison Break. Yeah. Whatever. Henchman. Tomi Undergallows. That's a totally Arabic name, appropriate for Kalamashan. This is a guard dog. In the proper hands, this canine could track and subdue criminals. Days of taunting by the escaped prisoners have turned it against any handler now. So we're gonna put down this doggo, who looks like a hellhound.
Strike at them! Attack!
I just want to point out, while I'm fighting this, putting down this poor dog, that this prison is under the control of Neverwinter. These allegedly good people of Neverwinter, and it doesn't look like anything a good society would have. It has all these torture devices around here, which makes you think that, maybe Neverwinter isn't really as good as it's portrayed to be. Maybe Lady Aribeth isn't a nice person as she's portrayed to be, but, Oh, trap. Thank you, Tomi.
It's done.
And while we're looting this, I should probably point out that I am not a big fan of our prison system. I spent 10 days in jail for a crime I didn't commit, and the case was not dismissed until 2 years later, despite having zero evidence. The prosecutor's main strategy for her cases was to basically run the defendant out of money. Thankfully, I had a lot of allies, political and financial allies, that helped me with my ordeal. Had I had fewer friends than I do now, I probably would not be talking to you right now. I would be dead. So, on behalf of everyone unjustly incarcerated, fuck the police, ACAB, and all that shit. Now, I'm not
Okay, dokie.
I'm not one who has a black and white perspective. Some of these people, be it in real life or in
it's
game, they're
done.
just doing this as a job. When we say
God
all
over
cops
me,
are bastards, it doesn't mean that everyone is a baby-eating psychopath. It just means that they're part of a
God over
system
me, kid.
that enforces a brutal and oppressive hierarchy. They're not all bad people. They're just mostly neutral. But the system discourages good people from joining and remaining. There is also the problem that even after we reform the system, we will always need some group of people to enforce the rules and to keep the bad guys away from the good guys. You could call the rules enforcers moderators or guides or whatever, but they are cops in all but name. And the place you send the troublemakers to, I suppose you could call it the timeout pen or the I don't know, the room of penitence, penitentiary. We will still need jails, prisons, and cops. My problem isn't with the system itself, but with the implementation. But I digress. I've gone too political now. Let me see. Continue looting. Okay, sword. Stop moving. Ooh, logbook. Entry 247. We guards are beginning to question Captain Elephant's sanity. He has been out of sorts ever since he went to visit with his cousin, Lady Tanglebrook. The prisoners grow restless. Entry 248. Someone has unlocked the prisoners, and cursed Captain Elephant is nowhere to be found. We have had prison breaks before, but this is serious. I don't know if we'll be able to keep it under control. Entry 249. Heh, this is your pretty book, guards? Whoever read this, we prisoners killed half your stupid guards and locked the rest away where they belong. Long live the head jailer and may the wailing get the rest of you. They knew the risks.
Guard over me carefully.
Alrighty then.
No can do.
No can do. Can we bash this?
My attackers, strike at them! Attack!
You can! This must be the alternate entrance. This is the entrance, how do I say this? This is where you enter the jail if you went for the Tanglebrook route, when you went to the Tanglebrook estate.
Okay, dokie.
I believe this is the one that leads to the estate.
It's done.
Thank you, Tommy.
Okay, dokie.
But I've always preferred a frontal assault. You see, that's the wrong button. Thank you. 4 spar. Alright.
Guard over me carefully.
Everyone back here. Yep, this is the one. I'm just going through it the other way around. Quick save, because I know there are traps here and I don't want to die. Oh, shit.
Strike at them! Attack!
Where did you come from? Alright, so chest, let's stop moving.
Okay, dokie.
So basically these things here, this is these are their chess pieces and pawns. So the pawns basically attack the ones diagonally across from them. As you can see, that's where the traps are. Thank you, Tommy. You can handle them for me. Another way of dealing with this is to destroy the pawns themselves, but since I don't have that many spells, I'll just let him disarm the traps for me. While he's at it, I'm gonna go through my inventory and see what I have. This is a quest item. You get banished to the back. Oops.
It's done.
Another quest item. I think I had Tomi pick the lock on that thing. Storeroom. Another lock. I mean, another key.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done.
A two-bladed sword +1. That'll fetch a good price.
It's done.
It's Lady Tanglebrook. There's a large hole in the side of Lady Tanglebrook's skull, revealing a dark and cavernous space within. Whatever she died of, it wasn't the Wailing Death. Peninsula Tanglebrook Estate. Yep, Lady Tanglebrook has been found dead in a pool of her own blood within the oppressing gloom of her Peninsula District tunnels. The menacing statues of an unfinished chess game loomed about her in the dark, silent witnesses to whatever transpired there. It was no ordinary crime, that is sure. Even in the threadbare light, one could see that her skull had been shattered, and the brain either eaten or removed. Intellect Devourer! Whatever killed her, it wasn't the Wailing Death. Maybe that is reason enough to be thankful. Then again, maybe not. The door into the prison is not far off. Yeah, that's how I got here. Alrighty. More loot. This one's not unlocked. Alrighty then. Torches. It's time for you to rejoin us. Since Tomi has... Oh, I don't think I've looted this part yet. Have I? No, I have not. So I'm slowly building up my wealth, but it'll be some time before I can afford any useful magic items. So let me see. I need to actually quick save because if I recall correctly, that's there's a lot of beetles up there. I should probably be resting and recasting all the buffs, but I think we can take them. It's faster this way. And one of my self-imposed rules is to use the rest button as little as possible. Yeah, I should probably equip this so I don't provoke opportunity attacks when my character gets auto-aggroed by the enemy. Alright! Let's do this. Oh shit. Ow. Oh crap, I need to actually retreat. They should follow me. I think. They're not following me. Let's heal Tomi. I don't want to get caught. Oh, wait, no. He's not injured. It's me who's injured. Let me see. Let's just drink a potion. Quick save. And let's go back up. Okay. Ray of Frost. Nice. There we go. Got rid of them. Now, when I first encountered these beetles, they took me by surprise, and I think I died more than... Oh, nice, a dagger. Empty that. It's a magic item now. Ow, it's a trap. Oops. Yeah, I'll have to wait that out. Alright. Alchemist's apparatus. Celestial Elixir. This is a quest item for... I don't know who this is. I think this is for Sharwyn the Bard in the Trade of Blades. She was the one I was going to hire, but I accidentally hired Tomi. Click.
It's done.
And a greenstone. That's
Guard over me
anticlimactic.
carefully.
Let me see. Are there enemies here? Nope. Yes, I can rest. Yeah, let's rest to recover my spells. Alright, stand your ground. Bookshelf. Lady Tanglebrook's journal. Everyone is dead. All I have left is my cousin Elephant, the head jailer. He has been so good to me in the past, even building a tunnel between his office and the estate so I could visit him without running the risk of actually walking the dangerous peninsula streets. How fortuitous that these same tunnels now protect me from exposure to the plague. I am going to meet with him later today, for I know a good game of chess shall cheer me up from this spiteful melee into which I have fallen. That was odd. I thought I heard something crashing around downstairs, but when I went down there was nothing. Must have been the rats. Oh, I hate living alone. I shall visit my cousin at once. Yes, you went downstairs to check what was there, and you got eaten by the intellect devourer. Alright, Tomi is stuck. One of the quick and easy ways to unstuck them is to quick save and then load. This only works because I'm using a solid state drive, which greatly speeds up the load times for this game. Alright, you stand your ground, you guard me, and I need to open this.
Okay. It's done.
That's a bit anticlimactic once more, but you know. Let me see. Should I go outside? I need to actually finish this thing. Let's go back inside and clear the jail. Oh wow, fire beetles. I forgot about those. Attack.
Strike at them! Attack!
Thankfully, they don't have a lot of HP. So they drop these fire beetle bellies, which are a crafting ingredient later on. The game doesn't use the traditional crafting system that was introduced after in the later expansions. It basically has a very scripted crafting system. You can use these, well, I guess for now you just they're mostly for selling, but in some areas you can use them to craft stuff. Oh wow. Apparently entering from that area also finishes the quest. Interesting. I'm kind of sequence breaking here. Alright, I need to actually
guard over me carefully.
Grab you here. Time to cast my buffs. So since I now actually have a +1 weapon, I don't really have any other use for my second level spell slots. I might as well cast Flame Weapon on myself. Let's actually remove this torch. So now my dagger is on fire and deals... How much do I deal? Basically 1d4 plus 4 fire damage. So the total damage I'm dealing is 2d4 plus 5, which is not bad. And it allows me to bash things anyway. Anyway, moving on. Did I loot these already? Yes, I have. I guess it is time to move on to the next level. Hold on, I need to check on something. Yeah. Apparently I'd been streaming for a little above 2 hours now. And apparently someone actually chatted and I didn't even notice. Let me type in chat. Sorry, I wasn't monitoring chat. It's single player. I don't play multiplayer. I should probably install something so I can monitor chat or use my phone as a second monitor. Psst, into the lockdown, quick, before the patrols see us.
God
Sure
over me,
thing,
Keter.
fam. Now this is really, really
God
freaky.
over me,
Come on,
Keter. Walk
hurry
in
up.
my step. Follow.
So I noticed that the
Okay,
follow
okay.
command makes them follow you immediately, while the guard command
God over me,
is slower.
gently.
I greet you.
Pull the lock. So yeah, it's locked down now.
I greet you.
You're not with the prisoners, are you? No, I had to fight my way through them to get here. Thank goodness you've come then. They've been going from cell to cell, killing us guards. I think I'm the last one left. Who are you anyways? Just a guard. The name's Emmernick. Captured by the prisoners, this elven guard looks like he was roughed up. He seems capable of giving as good as he got, though. How come you're not in your cell? I squeezed through the bars and snapped the neck with the prisoner they'd sent to butcher me. Too little, too late. The others are all dead. Think you could answer some questions for me? I don't see why not. We're safe in here. What's the head jailer up to? The head jailer? He was torturing some of us former guards in the bottom level until we managed to escape. Why was the head jailer torturing you? He kept talking about cutting us, getting inside our heads. Some of our guys came out of there looking like zombies. The rest were discarded. Who's helping him? The head jailer's right-hand man is a half-orc named Kurden Fengt, one of the meanest prisoners in the pit. The pits? What are those? That's where you're headed. There aren't many cells down there, except those the prisoners built themselves. What they did in the pits was their business. So yeah, that's really, really fucked up. You just basically... It's like a miniature subterranean Australia. You just shove prisoners in there, and they're at the mercy of the eviler prisoners. So yeah, Neverwinter isn't as nice as it's made out to be. Are the doors locked or unlocked? The cell doors are locked, but the others should all be open. If you can get inside a lockdown and seal it up, you should be safe inside. Where are the former prisoners holed up? They've barricaded themselves in the central guard room. They're sending out patrols, but it's pretty haphazard. I've killed off a couple without them noticing. I need supplies. Are there any storerooms? Yeah, you'll find them to the north and south. That's all I need to know about the prison. Just be careful. This place is a death trap. This place is a death trap right now. Yeah, this extraneous is. All right, wait here. Sure thing. I'll secure the area. Thanks, fam. All right. That door, I believe, leads to a fight. I actually should... I hate grinding, but, let me see. Okay, stand your ground.
Okay, dokie.
I'm gonna loot this body. I hate grinding, but I actually need to grind up to level 5 before I stand a chance against that boss fight in the middle chamber. War of Light and Darkness. Actually, you know what? Fuck
God
it.
over me carefully.
Let's try it. Let me see. Alright. You're on fire. Right, let's do this. I have a wand. Let's put these people to sleep.
I'll spell your
I
guts.
knocked out one person. Alright, we need to retreat
Walk
now
in my step.
and pull them here. Oh wait, I can pull them here and have this guy assist me.
I'll spell your guts.
Hopefully. Attack.
Strike it
Oh,
then.
he's not helping. What the fuck? Yep, he's too scared to help. Alright, so we're just gonna pick them off one by one. Exploit the AI. There should be a sorcerer around here. Escape sorcerer. At last I can unleash my magic again. Feel my power. Oh, you revealed yourself. That was a stupid thing to do. What did he attack me with? He tried to ray of enfeeblement me, and I just barely made the save. Nice. He's gonna die. Yep. Pretty much. He's very squishy, and we just disrupted his spell. And he's dead. That was really quick. 206, I guess. I might actually even be able to finish this level. Alright, let's kill that guy. XP! Oh wow, they're all conveniently lining up in that choke point. I think one of them went this way. We might be getting flanked, but whatever. It's gonna take him a while. And this thing, I believe, unlocks everything. Yep. From all around you comes the scraping of metal bars slipping back into their stone sheaths. The cell doors have been opened. Alright, so... I'm actually going to have you stand still while Tomi unlocks everything and disarms that trap. Oh shit.
Strike at them! Attack!
Okay, let's take this up. Shoot. There we go. There we go. 105 more. No, it's actually about 1,005 more to level up, so it'll be a while. Stand your ground. Unlock this. A cloak of protection. Ah, something I can wear. Ooh. Nice cloak.
It's done.
Alright. Unlock that. Scale mail. I don't have the carrying capacity for that. That's 30 pounds and it doesn't sell well, so
done.
I'm leaving that there. So, let me see. I should... There isn't actually a lot of loot left here, but... let me see. Yeah, there isn't much. There are storerooms though, so I can hopefully grind some... No, I don't think I'll be able to grind to level 6. It's oh dear. Get him, Tomi!
Blood and bones!
Burning hands. Oh wow, it didn't work.
Strike at them!
Is he stuck?
Blood and bones!
Alright. Y'all can handle that yourselves. Enemy. Oh shit. Thankfully he has spell resistance, so I didn't actually blast my familiar. He has spell resistance and evasion, improved evasion, I believe. So, which makes him a good way to gather people, to lure people around him and then blast them with spells. He has, yes, improved evasion and also spell resistance. Alrighty. So, did I go through here already? Oh, I haven't. Interesting. Stop moving.
Okay,
Unlock. I need to check something in a bit. Alright.
It's done.
Move, Tomi, move. Let me see. A bolt. Just, I guess, more to sell. A stack of 99 bolts will sell for about 1 or 2 GP, which is not much, but every penny counts. Alright. I believe this area has been full looted, so it's time to move on. I wonder if you can help me with something.
I greet you.
Okay, so I guess he just reset his dialogue. Whatever. Oh, there are chests here. I need to actually open those. Yep, these are locked chests. So Tommy, do your magic and unlock these for me.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Alright.
It's done.
Another robe of light. More to sell. Alright. Moving on. Ooh. More of you people. Alright, Tommy, kill them to death. Defensive casting. Oh shit. That's bad. I almost died there.
Die here and now!
I got one, and I singed Tomi Undergallows. Oh shit. Ray of Frost, he's dead. Alright, we got them. What is this? Gloves of concentration. Moving on. Loot. 3 GP. I'm slowly building up my gold, but it'll probably be blown to just buy a single item. 2. Should rest for now and recast our buffs. Mage armor. Ooh, that guy's gonna have a nasty surprise. So one of the most tedious parts of Neverwinter Nights is the buffing phase. It takes a while to buff everyone. Although having the haste effect will significantly speed it up. Haste in D&D 3rd Ed gives you an extra standard action, unlike haste in 3.5, which only lets you attack 1 extra time. So it halves the amount of time you need to buff. Where's that guy? Let's go here first. Alright, let's set these folks on fire. Oh my, they all made their saves. Okay, I am running out. Alright. Where is that patrolling prisoner? Loot. A trap! Oops. Get him!
Strike at them! Attack!
Oh, carp. They just spawned. I'm gonna possess my familiar and have him draw them out for me. Alright. Unpossess. How do I unpossess? Swords. Unpossess.
Strike at them! Attack! Walk in my step. Follow me.
Move out.
Walk in my step.
Okay. Attack.
Strike at them!
Oh, goodness.
Attack.
Thank you, Tommy. You finally noticed. The inability to directly control your companions is one of the annoying things about Neverwinter Nights 1, but also one of the things that greatly simplifies it, because I only have to worry about my character ever. Hold position, unlock this.
It's done.
There we go.
Guard over me carefully.
Then back with me. Alright, I think that was a full loot, if I'm not mistaken. Anything here? What is that? Oh! Interesting. The corpse spawned below the level, so I can't loot it. That's one of the bugs that will never be fixed. He's probably just has some random loot anyway. So it's inconsequential, but every penny counts. Time to go down to the pits. Journal update. There has been a prison break in the Peninsula District. Aside from the chaos in the district itself, former prisoners now patrol the prison interior, killing off the former guards within their cells. The dreaded pits sprawl out beneath the prison's second floor. At one time, this was where the guards threw the most unruly of their prisoners. Now those prisoners have seized it for their own, and it is the guards who have been thrown out, all except one, the head jailer. Escape prisoner. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna reach level 5 here. Alright, moving on. I think there might be some traps here. So let's quick save. So I don't die. Attack! What other identify? I don't have protection from alignment yet. Oh, it's a trap. Oh, crap. Oops. Anyway, while my character, Plowshare, is recovering from that, I'm gonna sort my inventory. Can I even sort my inventory? Oh, he's recovered. Never mind. Oops. Oh, dear. Almost there. Goodness, allergies. One more. Oh, goodness. Come on. Game. Potion of Cure Light Wounds. Alright, so let me see. Oh, he got stunned. Oh, why can't I open this? Damn it. I have to like hit it at a certain angle. Ah, heck. Yeah, it's too close to the frickin'. Stand your ground. Open lock.
Done.
Oh, it's a guard dog.
Strike at them.
Yeah, poor doggo. Let's put him out of his misery. That should be a ding. Level up. Yes. Alright. Let's level up now as a sorcerer once more. Just increase the skills I already have. And now for my spells. I'm going to get rid of Burning Hands because that doesn't really help me. I'm going to replace it with Magic Missile, which now has 3 auto-hit missiles at level 5. And should I get Color Spray? Color Spray is one of those spells where if you get lucky, it's really good, but if you get unlucky, you don't do anything. I'm just gonna go with Protection from Alignment. Now, for my second level spell, oh wait, no. I should take Shelngar's Persistent Blade. That's a really useful spell to have. Identify, I might get rid of Identify for now. There are rings that increase your lore, which make Identify redundant in the campaign. Then replace it with Protection from Alignment. Now for this one, my second level spell. Melv's Acid Arrow or... I'm torn between Ghostly Visage, which basically makes me unkillable by all the enemies here except for the bosses, or Melv's Acid Arrow, which is a really good source of consistent damage. Let's do that. Let's play risky. So let's put my spells here, my summon here, another buff here. Let me see. This one's 1 minute per level, so let's actually put this one here and put this one here. So in case you noticed, you didn't notice, the icon for Protection from Alignment is different from the icon here. It defaults to Protection from Evil. If you wish to use Protection from Good, you would have to add it manually here. There you go, Protection from Good. Let's remove that. I don't actually need that right now. And I'm going to resummon my familiar. And rest. Oh, there are enemies nearby. Gosh dang it to heck. I have to take them out first. So what I'm going to do is probably retreat to this part of the dungeon, which is furthest from any potential enemies. Let's see, can I rest here? Nope, nope. Let's try here. Nope, nope. Ah, damn it. There we go. Alright, clickety click. Alright, so I'm a level 5, so my hour per level spells last for 10 minutes and my minute per level spells last for 5 minutes. Whereas this one lasts for 2 minutes. Or is it 3 minutes? I'm not sure if it rounds up or down. Anyway, let's cast this. And then cast Flame Weapon. And finally Shelngar's Persistent Blade. I don't need to cast any defensive spells on it, just Flame Weapon. Because the blade has an absurd amount of damage reduction. I believe it's like 25 / +1. So unless you have magical weapons, you're not dealing damage to it. I have a Clarity scroll. Alright, there we go. Its attack is +5, which is actually just slightly worse than my familiar. Alright, let's do... Wait, what is this other door here? There's 2 paths. Oh, I think I know now. That is the combat path. This is the stealthier... Nope, they're both fighty options. Whatever. And my Persistent Blade, what the hell? Oh, the pathfinding. Yeah, right.
I love this part!
it's potion of blast, not 2 gold. So I'm level 5. I'm not going to be leveling up anymore in this dungeon. So let me see. Tommy, do your thing and unlock this for me, Madoon.
Okay. It's done.
Oh, wow. Guard dog.
Here comes Halfling.
It's a doge. XP. Alright. These are all... Well, most of them are locked, so you do your unlocking while I do the looting. So what this command does is basically just make him unlock the nearest locked item, which is nice. It's convenient. Alrighty, moving on. So without a rogue, you would have to bash this door for a lot of damage. In the base Neverwinter Nights campaign, oh wow, it got unsummoned. Oops. I should probably save that for actual boss fight. Oh, that's a bad guy. I'm gonna acid arrow you. Alright, so he turned invisible. This is what I was talking about before. My familiar has true sight, so I can have my familiar take this guy out. Oh, they both made their saves. Evasion and spell resistance. Attack.
Attack.
Oops. Shit. There we go. Oh. What are you doing?
Strike at them. Attack.
Oh, so I just remembered why he did that. Basically, there's a bug in the game where any companion which has a sneak attack ability, basically any rogue companion, if dealt friendly fire, will attempt to attack the player, which is stupid. I've died several times because of that before I knew that bug existed. Oh, ow. Oh, light crossbow +1. I can, I guess, use that. Let's drink this because I'd rather not rest right now. Oh, wait. Let me... Tommy, come here. Thank you.
It's done.
Oh, it's a guard doge again. Let's put him out of his misery. Damn it, Tommy! Stop attacking me.
Strike at them. Attack.
It's annoying, but I have to. He has to basically de-aggro me before it's safe. It's a silly bug, and probably not something they would have noticed because they assumed you would be playing this without friendly fire.
Okay, dokie. Okay, dokie.
Alrighty.
Okay, dokie.
Alrighty.
It's done.
Alright, that's it. So now, another locked door. Anyway, as I was saying, in the base game, it would have been very inconvenient to try and bash your way through here. I need you to unlock, handle the trap.
Okay, dokie.
There we go. So, without the flame weapon spell, which gives us repeatable fire damage, it would take a lot of magic damage to destroy these doors.
I'll slit
Oh,
your
oh dear.
I'll slit your throat!
There we go. I think this is another door. Ah, yes, this leads up to a boss fight. Should I try to take on the boss? Oh wait.
Die!
Should I try to take on the boss fight without resting? Oh shit! I think we're fucked. Oh wow, he's missing a lot. Holy crap! Wow, they can't hit him. That is funny. Wow, his AC is so high, they couldn't even hit him even when he was stunned. So I should probably rest here now. Oh shit, I can't rest. Alright, let's use some healing. And I just remember something. Familiars can be healed for free just by feeding them. So they're basically a bag of free HP to tank with. Quick save, because I don't want to die.
Deal with these nuisances, Kurdan, or your body will be the next.
Alright, acid arrow.
Yes, yes, master.
Stay away from me. Is he gonna die? Do I have other spells to throw at him? I do not. I'm just gonna Ray of Frost him. Wow, he's dead.
Show prowess in battle. I surrender to you.
I'm gonna heal you because I think he's gonna turn hostile again. Quick save.
So, you hunt a head jailer, yeah? You know what you face?
I'm hoping it's one of the Waterdhavian creatures, actually. I not know much about that. All I know is that he not a man, just a shell of a man. On the inside, something ate his brain and sees through his eyes, making him different. Who are you and why are you helping the head jailer? I, Kurdan Fengt, I was king of the pits till head jailer came down here. Now he king of the pits and I is just his lackey. You let the head jailer walk all over you, how come? He have power to turn folk into zombies. He do it to guards even. He threatened to do it to me too. You were king of nothing, there's nothing here. The pits is what you make of it. Better to be king of pits than not be any king at all. How many kings you know, anyway? Alright, you stay here. I'm going after the head jailer. I not stay here. If head jailer kill you, he know I surrender to you, and he eat my brain for that. I not want that. You go fight him. Maybe talk to his guards too, so they leave and brain thing not jump in them. Yeah, you do that. I get out of here. That's a clue, actually. You can actually deprive him of vessels to possess by persuading the guards to snap out of their snap out of the spell he put them under. This is going to be a big boss fight, so I will be resting after this, and then afterwards I'm probably going to end the stream because this has gone on a bit long. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours and 40 minutes almost. This is almost twice as long as my previous stream. Let me see, did I loot that already? Yep.
Guard over me carefully.
The head jailer's journal. Day 2084 of my duty. Kurdan Fengt ate another inmate today. Solitary confinement may be the only solution. Day 2085. Emmernick fell asleep on the job again today. He has been reprimanded and demoted to storeroom duty on the main floor. 2086. Meeting with my cousin, Lady Tanglebrook, in the tunnels today. The poor woman has lost almost everyone to the Wailing Death, and I fear there is little I can do to console her. Charges 50. Interesting. So let's... heck. I have to rest all the way here. In the corner. Yes. Because there are probably enemies around here, and I don't have time for them. Now, if I remember correctly, the Intellect Devourer is immune to fire. So I don't really need to use Flame Weapon. I'm just gonna save it for Melf's Acid Arrow. I may have used too many spells. Whatever. YOLO, let's do this.
You
Persuade.
must not disturb the master.
Snap out of it! Huh? What? Yes, I must get out of here. I must go. Okay. You people, deal with him. I'm gonna save the guards.
You.
Persuade.
You.
Wake up. Alright. Oh shit. No.
You.
Damn it. Got it. It's gonna pop out of the Intellect Devourer now. Of the Jailer now. There we go. Oh shit, there's one more guard here.
You.
Damn it. Okay. I need to heal.
I will not be used in your spells. Your plague is nothing to me.
Let me see what I have here to attack him with. Is he immune to frost? I mean ice?
Worthless sack of flesh.
Here comes Halfling Death!
Strike it then!
The Benny Hill theme should be playing right now. Alright. Ooh, that kinda hurts. Alright, there we go. Let me see. I need to... He's draining your strength, so... What is he immune to? Immune to increased fire. Oh wait, he's vulnerable to ice? Is he? Cold damage? Yes he is! I can just cherry tap him.
I love this part!
And I think I can use Clarity on Tomi to protect him. Oh, he's not immune to sneak attack. All right, so I think I have this in the bag. This feels like playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and the Iceman player just doing Ice Beam, Ice Beam, Ice Beam, Arctic Attack, Ice Beam, Ice Beam, Ice Beam.
Here comes Halfling Death!
He has damage reduction, I think, so this is funny. Oh goodness. Let me see. Is there anything I can do to speed this up? Oh wait, I still have second level spells. I forgot. So this thing lasts 1 round plus 1 round per 3 levels, so this is 2 rounds. So you can't stack Melf's Acid Arrow in this game. It won't let you. So I have to wait for the tick damage to apply, then recast it. Alright, so now I can recast it. There we go. Then we Ray of Frost him, followed by Melf's Acid Arrow. Then another Ray of Frost. He's gonna die. And another Acid arrow. My last one! We did it, Reddit! We did it! Remains. Yep. Peninsula break-in. So, I guess all that's left to do here is to basically loot the place. Which, yeah, I have a few more minutes to spare, so I'm gonna have Tomi... Actually, no, let's actually rest here. Alright, so now we're gonna loot the place.
Okay, dokie.
Thanks, fam.
It's done.
I'm getting dangerously overloaded here. I think that thing is trapped. Strange runes and pictographs, likely arcane in nature, have been scorched into the sides of this hide-covered strongbox. Tomi, what do you think? Search mode. Yes, it is trapped. I was right.
It's done.
My pack is too
Dagger.
heavy.
Okay, I'm
It's
getting
difficult to
overloaded.
carry.
And there's no way to offload this into my companions because you can't view their inventory in the OC. That ability was added in the first expansion, Shadows of Undrentide. I think this may be the last. Yep. Oh, there's one more here. One more box to loot. And that's it. Time to teleport back to Aribeth. I have a lot of stuff to sell to her, but first let us turn in the quest item.
Welcome. Do you have news of the missing Waterdhavian creatures? Or is there something else you need?
I have recovered one of the reagents for the cure.
Well done. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I proceed to explain to her about the intellect devourer in the prison, how I acided and colded the thing to death.
That was the reason we lost contact with those in the prison? As if the plague was not enough. Where others have found only failure, you have discovered shining success. Neverwinter is in your debt. Battling the plague has drained the coffers of Neverwinter. I regret I cannot offer you more than 500 gold pieces for all you have accomplished.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you, Aribeth. You are most generous.
Is there something else you need?
I need to talk to you.
Of course. I will do my best to help with whatever you need to know.
I actually need to sell my stuff before I end the stream.
Welcome back. You have done a great thing in recovering the first of the reagents for us. It is but one small step towards our ultimate goal, but it gives me hope. And I know with your help, Neverwinter shall yet be saved.
I require temple services. Alright, let's sell this shit. Let's combine that. So we can sell that. Sell. I don't need a light crossbow. Sell, sell. Sell. Dagger. A lot of money made. This is a quest item. I don't think I need to hang on to this anymore. But, you know, I'll just leave that there. More stuff to sell. This merchant will not buy stolen goods. Yeah, I have to find a rogue merchant that will take these items from me. These scrolls of lesser restoration shouldn't be castable by wizards, but in this game, for convenience, for the sake of convenience, any class can use them to restore their stats after they got drained. We are now level 5, so that's basically... The sleep spell is pretty much not very useful anymore. Let's sell all these. In fact, I don't really need these. I can just sell all of these. Bark Skin might come in handy because I don't have any easy way of granting myself a natural armor bonus. So it casting any spell that gives that until like level 14. So it will help in buffing Tomi or whoever I use as my companion. That reminds me, I never talked to Tomi about his past, and that is required to get the most out of your companions in this game. You can get special items from them for completing their companion quests, and that requires you to talk to them, but I will be doing that in the next session. Let's see here. Put that there. Inventory management, something that you should definitely do, but which a lot of players neglect. Okay, that's suitably managed. Ale, I don't need that. Bolts, I don't need that. I don't need this either. There we go. Oh, let's put that there. Free up inventory space. Alright, so we took out the Intellect Devourer and delivered its brain back to Aribeth. That's the first of the 4 main quests in Chapter 1 complete. And I should probably be saving the game right now and ending this stream in a bit. Anyway, that's it for now. Let me see how long I've been streaming. Oh my, just a few minutes short of 3 hours. I've been streaming, it says here, for 2 hours, 51 minutes, 22, 23, 24. And that's it. I'll see you folks next time. I should really probably get a second monitor. And by that I mean a phone to monitor chat, because somebody chatted at 5:49 and I did not notice it until 7:32. Anyway, good evening folks, and thanks for stopping by.